Why Real Madrid should pay Chelsea £5 million after reaching UEFA Champions League final. Chelsea will receive a £5 million bonus from Real Madrid once they achieve Champions League form. Real Madrid will pay the fee in accordance with the terms of Eden Hazard's transfer to Los Blancos. Eden Hazard retires from football in October 2023, but that has not stopped Real Madrid from continuing to pay Chelsea for him. The Stamford Bridge icon switched from the blue of Chelsea to Real Madrid's famous white and gold for £130m in 2019. But the terms of the package remained in place following the termination of his contract and retirement last season. 5 years after the blockbuster transfer, Chelsea are still benefiting from the deal, with one of Eden Hazard's performance-related additions triggered after Carlo Ancelotti's side beat Bayern Munich in a 2-1 win in the second leg of last week's Champions League semi-final. Although the amount owed to the Blues is small compared to the amount paid in the current transfer window, this windfall will be welcome as Todd Bailey attempts to comply with the Premier League's profit and sustainability rules, after the club had many problems with the Blues. David Seaman advises Aaron Ramsdale on joining Chelsea. Ramsdale has been making transfer headlines all season, as Mikel Arteta has made it clear that David Raya will continue to be the #1 goalkeeper at the club after he agreed a new contract with the club. And now Seaman has tipped Aaron Ramsdale for a move to Chelsea. Seaman told Paramatch, "You're not going to develop into a number 2. You will fall behind in the pecking order because another goalkeeper will start playing. As an Arsenal fan, I don't want Aaron Ramsdale to leave. But as a former England goalkeeper, I want to see other goalkeepers develop. When I saw him, I thought he could go somewhere like Chelsea, to give himself a better chance of getting a chance to play in the first team." Chelsea could sign Brentford striker Ivan Toney for a cheap price. It's no secret that Chelsea really needs to add a new striker to its front line and has been linked with a number of strikers. However, with financial fair plays rules requiring all Premier League clubs to be vigilant, there hasn't been much to do in the January transfer window, much to the frustration of many fans. However, there have been many rumors in the media that Ivan Toney is one of the players the Chelsea board are looking to sign in the upcoming transfer window. And now, according to journalist Simon Phillips, Chelsea have the 28-year-old on their list, and he could be available for just £40 million this summer. On his Substack, he said, "Ivan Toney also still on our shortlist. I understand will be available for around £40 million this summer. Brentford will likely push harder." Chelsea have prepared a better proposal for Estevao Willian. The Blues have reportedly had an offer of £32 million with a further £25 million rejected, but they are willing to make another bid for the young Brazilian star. Arsenal, Manchester City, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, and Paris Saint-Germain have all been mentioned as potential interests in the player. However, Romano claims that Chelsea feel in control of the situation, having agreed personal terms with Estevao's representatives. Sterling is considering leaving to get playing time. The former Manchester City star is thinking about leaving the Blues to get more playing time and revive his career in England, according to Simon Phillips. In 29 Premier League games this season, the English winger has scored 7 goals for the Blues and recorded 4 assists. But most of those appearances came from the bench as he lost his place in the starting lineup under Mauricio Pochettino. Journalist Simon Phillips claimed via his Substack that although Sterling wants to stay at Chelsea, he may have to leave for more playing time and to regain his place in the England team. He said, "At the moment, I am told that his desire to stay at Chelsea is what comes from his side. But I've also heard from other sources that Sterling is starting to accept that he may have to leave Chelsea if he wants to play regularly in the future. And at this stage of his career, he wants to play because he still has the opportunity. Desire to return to the England squad and has not given up yet." The source said Sterling wants to see how it goes and is open to listening to any offers that come his way this summer. His career since leaving Pep Guardiola's Man City has gone downhill, with Chelsea continually struggling in the Premier League. Individually, Sterling has not been able to replicate the performance he showed while at the Etihad Stadium. A move from Stamford Bridge could be the catalyst to revive his career. Chelsea will be watching Estevao Willian closely tonight. According to UOL, the Blues will have a representative in Verdao's match against Independiente del Valle in the Copa Libertadores. The report claims that Chelsea are willing to speed up talks so that the transfer is completed as soon as possible. The Blues have held advanced talks over the signing and recently agreed to pay a package of $60 million to land the 17-year-old. Clubs are now discussing how much will be paid up front and the remaining amount in performance bonuses. Palmeiras is fighting hard to get as much money as possible right now. They will also keep Estevao until the summer of 2025, as that is when he will be 18 and can complete his move to Europe. Estevao has started Palmeiras' last few games, so there is a good chance he will be in the team tonight. Perhaps depending on what he does against Independiente, Chelsea will be confident of paying what is asked of him. However, it seems pretty clear that the Blues are confident of working quickly and winning the battle for the winger. Chelsea could sign Xavi Simons for just £52 million in this summer window. The 21-year-old player bagged 19 goals and 8 assists while on loan at PSV Eindhoven last season, and has scored 7 goals and 11 assists during his stint at RB Leipzig this season. There is talk that he will return to parent club PSG at the end of the season to be given a chance in their squad, but that has not stopped speculation that a number of Premier League clubs will make a cheeky bid for the talented striker. Now, Spanish outlet Sport has reported that the League One giants are willing to start discussions for the 21-year-old for around £52 million. CBS football correspondent Jonathan Johnson recently spoke in an interview with Caught Offside and said there had been talks about a potential Chelsea bid to sign Simons from PSG. Johnson said, "It will be interesting to see if that is what Enrique wants, but based on what he has said publicly, he seems very interested in Simons' profile. There is talk of potential offers from clubs like Arsenal, Chelsea, and Barcelona, but I think it will have to depend on the offers because I don't see PSG going into business, unless there is an offer that is considered too good. I hope a decision will be taken soon, and PSG's preparations for next season can even start now, considering they have already been eliminated from the Champions League. There is still a cup final to be won, but League One is confirmed, so Enrique can start discussions with the club about which positions need to be strengthened, and how Simons can fit into his plans for next season." Chelsea are unlikely to turn down a £35 million bid for Armando Broja. Speaking to Give Me Sport, Ben Jacobs said, "I think Chelsea would have given up if any suitor had offered £35M for Armando Broja, and very likely will now have to consider an offer of between £25 and £30M to secure a permanent sale. Perhaps they will consider a loan with an option or obligation, again to get short-term funding and resolve the situation. But of course it will not be easy to get the lowest price from their initial assessment for Broja, just because he is not playing. Chelsea may want to sell Broja for £35 million, mainly due to the Premier League's profits and sustainability rules. That would put the Albanian international, who Mauricio Pochettino believes has incredible potential, on their list of the 10 most expensive sales. However, Broja has not done anything while on loan at Fulham. Nobody would pay £35 million for the Chelsea Academy graduate, and the Blues have shown he is an individual they are willing to loan out following his temporary move to Craven Cottage. In the end, releasing Broja in the upcoming transfer market will not be easy. Chelsea are now being linked with Leeds striker Crescencio Somerville. Chelsea already has a number of wingers who have high skills, but they are actually considering adding another winger to their squad. The Blues already have players like Raheem Sterling, Mykhailo Mudryk, Noni Madueke, and Cole Palmer who can play wide. However, discussion from Team Talk claims that Chelsea are one of several Premier League clubs interested in a possible move for Leeds United's Crescencio Somerville. It is understood that Chelsea, Liverpool, Aston Villa, and Newcastle United are interested in Leeds winger Somerville. Team Talk further added that Leeds are likely to hold out for around £35 million before selling their talisman. Apparently, Somerville are happy at Elland Road and do not want to leave the Yorkshire club, regardless of whether they are promoted or not via the championship playoffs they are in. But if Leeds receive a big money offer, it could change their minds. Crescencio Somerville has scored more goals than Raheem Sterling and Noni Madueke combined.